Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Legion here. I'm not back here with another video. Now, as you guys see in today's video, we'll be going over everything that was discussed in the developer stream that happened yesterday. Now, we're going to be talking about mega level threat information that we got. There's a new update coming to the roadmap next week, and also we're getting an update on the post level 50 progression that is coming next week as well in the blog, and more stuff that we have to talk about as well. So before we get into the video, before we discuss it, if you guys are not, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss a video and always be notified when I upload a video. And most importantly, make sure you guys hit that like button. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so first things first we're going to get on to is the response from the developers from the community when it comes to Red Room Part 1. Now, they stated that Red Room Part 1 wasn't meant to really be a big thing. As you guys can tell, it really wasn't, to be honest, because there was no even promotion about it. Honestly, in my opinion, I could see it. They didn't even promote it, and the time they did talk about it, it was the exact day that the Red Room Part 1 came out, and it was just like a brief blog post about it. And it wasn't really nothing, to be honest, because it didn't do a trailer, nothing at all for it. And speaking about the trailer, they did state that the Red Room Part 2, which is actually introducing the Red Room takeover, the fact that that's going to be getting the trailer. So it's pretty weird, the fact that they didn't do the same for Red Room Part 1, and I can see why they didn't do it. But honestly, in my opinion, it's still the same when it comes to everyone's opinion about Red Room Part 1. It is not it. It is not it at all, to be honest. It's not it. They had to do better with that one, to be honest. They could have did something way more interesting for the Red Room Part 1 for us to like really be engaged and want to just, you know, make sure want us to like log on the game every day for that one. So yeah, the Red Room Part 1 was not it. And it also did go into later in the detail about the Red Room takeover in the stream, stated that some small details about it, that there's going to be like a mechanic, I guess you could say, in the Red Room takeover where you can fall through the map and you will instantly die, or you could, you know, send enemies to fall through the map. So we got to see how that's going to go, honestly, because, you know, we don't know what it looks like personally, you know, specifically, but we know that they talked about it. So that's a little bit of information that we know about the Red Room takeover. Now, the next thing we're going to be talking about is the fact that the Red Room takeover and the post level 50 progression blog will be next week. Now, of course, I cannot wait to see what this do, especially for the post level 50 progression, because if you guys noticed in the blog posts they have posted, you will see that they got a new XP amount that you could get to reach to that next level that's on some of these blogs, and it can show you amount of XP you need to get to that certain amount. And they stated that this will be going into the level 50 progression system. Now, in my opinion, how I feel like it's going to be settled out and worked out, and, you know, this is my opinion, it's something like Division 2, I think. If you guys know Division 2, once you like get to that, like I think it's like level 34 Division 2, you will just keep leveling up. But when you level up each time, you could upgrade your stats, or you just, you know, just overall how your character can be built, you know, to defense, offense, you know, like, you know, probably like resolved, resilience, intensity, valor, something like that each time you level up. So I feel like that'll probably be cool to be into Avengers, but then again, we don't know. We're gonna figure out next week on what this level 50 progression system is going to be like, so we got to see what that comes in, what it looks like, to be honest. Now, the next thing they did talk about is the fact is the roadmap is getting an update next week. Now, Andy did state that a few things will get moved around and some stuff will get more specific release dates, you know, how like they did it for the Red Room takeover and Attack and Anomaly, how they gave months, you know, like the month there will come out. I feel like they're probably gonna switch it up like that, to be honest. So we gotta see what comes in this new update for the roadmap next week, and I cannot wait to see what they do with it. And hopefully, you know, we could get some like specific dates for like the Cosmic Cube, or probably I don't know about Patrol Mode, since I feel like they're still working on it a little bit. But I think we might get something for Cosmic Cube, or probably post level 50 progression, since they talking about it more frequently than they used to. So I think it's probably gonna be something with that, but I don't know at the end of the day. So yeah, let's go on to the next one. Now, this has to deal with the Hawkeye animated nameplate. Now, of course, you guys already know how I feel about the animated nameplates. They stated that there is some animated nameplates where characters are actually moving and it's more interactive. So they showed it today with the Hawkeye animated nameplate, and this one came from My Life as a Weapon panel that was in the comic, and honestly, it looks pretty good. I'm not going to sit up and lie to you. It really does look good, and I like the fact that they're actually starting to show off the animated nameplates where the characters are actually moving in themselves, and you know, everything in it is just moving and interactive. Honestly, it just makes it scream out animated nameplate. So I'm very excited that they showed this, you know, because a lot of people have been talking about this when it got to animated nameplates, how it's just like a Snapchat filter, and you can just add it on a JPEG picture, something like that. So this is completely different. It's actually an animated nameplate, so I'm very excited for this one, because yeah, they just needed to add it, and you know, some people feel like, you know, the ones that have been added wasn't worth it at all. So I can say now it is actually worth it, so that's pretty dope. Now, the next thing we're going to be talking about is the OLTs. Now, Phil gave us a really good update when it comes to OLTs that's coming into the game. As you guys know, Omega level threats is basically like the in-game difficult, you know, missions that's coming into the game that will require cooperative, you know, interaction with your teammates. It's not single player at all. It's completely multiplayer. So this is in-game stuff that I love to hear and see, because that's what this game really needs, honestly. Some in-game content, because currently there's nothing really to do in the game. So with Phil going on state that he stated that Cloning Labs will not be the first OLT to be released, but one will be coming in one of the upcoming patches. Now, I think the one that he's talking about that is coming next is the Super Adaptoid mission, because you guys know Super Adaptoid is getting an Omega level threat. You know, they stated multiple times that it is. Ever since Kate Bishop DLC was announced, that, you know, we'll be getting an OLT for that one. And honestly, it's pretty weird, you know, the fact that Clone Labs is not coming first, since that was the first one they was going to, you know, release when the game officially came out. But Phil did state that Clone Labs is just being tuned for difficulty, and you know, it's not being bugged at all. It's just for difficulty and just tuning overall, just to see if it's too hard or if it's like a good hard, for so people will be able to run it, and it can be somewhat difficult but not that difficult. And he said that no bugs are really concerned right now when it comes to Cloning Labs, so they're just difficulty and, you know, just tuning it. So that's pretty dope. Now, he did state that there is another Omega level threat that they're working on that they will go into details later about. Now, I don't know what this could possibly be, to be honest, because, you know, I don't know if it's Maestro. Probably not Maestro, to be honest. I don't know. I'm really thinking about it right. I really don't know what's like another Omega level threat that can really add into the game right now that I can really come up with. Yeah, I don't really think I can think of something, to be honest. That's tough. But that's the update when we got to Omega level threats. The Clone Labs won't be first, but there will be coming. There is one coming that is upcoming in one of these patches. So I think it'll be Super Adaptoid, to be honest, because that's the, you know, we only got two that we know about so far, Super Adaptoid and Clone Labs. So that's the only ones that we know about so far. So yeah, I can expect Super Adaptoid. Just expect it in one of these upcoming patches. Hopefully it's the next one. They did state the next patch, 1.70 patch, will be coming with some fixes with enemies not being able to spawn. They fixed that one. And there's another one they stated that they fixed. I can't really remember it, but hopefully, you know, the Super Adaptoid mission, since that's probably what it's going to be 9 times out of 10, it comes in that patch with the Red Room Takeover, and also that will be coming in the patch as well. So we got to see at the end of the day. And the last thing we're going to be talking about is like a little tease from the one of the developers. He's the experienced director. Now his name is Tor, or you can say Thor. He goes by either or, to be honest. So he stated that he's just basically talking about how it is to work over at Crystal Dynamics and all that. You know, just experience wise and all that. And it's pretty funny. You know, I put this at the end of the video. He was talking, and he wanted to talk about Black Panther so bad, y'all. It was so funny in the street, just how much he wanted to talk about Black Panther. And Andy just sitting there like, whoa, you know, chill out. Don't, you know, talk about Black Panther. Yeah, we're not there yet. And the funny thing about it, he talked about Spider-Man for like a brief second. Now, of course, you know, he stated that Spider-Man has some cool animations and some cool outfits. That's all he said about Spider-Man. And it's crazy to think about it, because ever since these developer streams, they stated that Spider-Man is still being worked on. You know, that's all I've been saying, to be honest. And they'll be coming out with more information soon. But for some odd reason, when his first time being on the stream, he said that Spider-Man has some cool animations and some cool outfits. That's pretty funny. He probably got in trouble for that, because they really been heavy on not speaking about Spider-Man. So that's pretty interesting. That is pretty interesting to put at like at the end of the video. But yeah, that's basically it, to be honest, that happened in the developer stream. As I stated, we getting a mega level, not mega level threats. We getting a post level progression in the Red Room Takeover blog next week, going into more details about that. So that is something to be looked forward to. Also, the roadmap is getting updated next week as well. What else? You know, we got the OLTs. You know, Clone Lab's not coming first. We already know that, but another one is coming, an upcoming patch. You know, just that's basically it, to be honest. But yeah, that's the end of today's video. I really guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about everything that was discussed in this video or the developer stream overall. But yeah, it's Lejeune here. I really guys enjoyed today's video. Before we head out, if you guys are not, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on post notifications so that miss a video and always be notified when I upload a video. And most importantly, make sure you guys hit that like button. Now, I do have a Discord. It's called the June Cave. So we got everything dealing with Avengers. Got the nice Outriders, just games in general, and we also host watch parties. So if you guys want to join that, click the link below. And also, I do stream on Twitch. You know, if you guys want to come out to the stream and just chill and just vibe, the link is below for that one as well. You will be missing out. And I also want to give a quick shout out to the memberships on the channel, for the elite members and the rookie members. I greatly appreciate it for y'all being memberships on the channel. I really do. But yeah, that is the end of today's video. Really hope you guys enjoy, and peace out. Peace.